Right now, lawmakers at the state capitol are mulling over Governor Lamont's newest budget plan. Unlike other states that are cutting back, the governor says Connecticut is able to give back. So joining us to talk all about it is Dan Haar, the senior editor and columnist at Hearst Connecticut Media. Dan, thanks for being with us to break this down. What parts or what three things do you think in the governor's budget proposal really caught your attention?
Well, it's a very wide-ranging budget. The governor is almost as optimistic as that chicken guy that Dylan just talked to. But it's very, there's something for everyone in this budget. The TV and some takeaways for some people as well. So let's start with one of those. The film and television and digital media production tax credit, which is popular in that industry, but not popular with necessarily with everybody else. It's about $125 million a year program. The governor wants to cut it back by 16% from a 30% credit to a 25% credit. He and the advocates for that cut say that that's just only fair because that industry gets better treatment than other industries. The industry says if you go from 30 to 25, you lose the whole thing because all these Hollywood movies, all these Hallmark Christmas trail stuff that's being done in Connecticut, they're just going to pull out if it's not 30 because Georgia, New Mexico, New York, New Jersey, and other states have 30. So that's going to be the debate, and that's a long debate we've had for a long time. The program started in 2007. It's been up for a cut at least 5, 6, 7 times.
All right, so as we continue to watch this, a lot of people wondering, well, doesn't that sound great? We could get universal pre-K. That could be great for some parents who are struggling. Do you think that's all going to come at a cost, or is it realistic?
Well, no, I think the universal pre-K is attainable. It's going to be a lot of money. I just did talk to Commissioner Beth Bai about that a few minutes ago, and she is optimistic that not this year, not next year, not the year after, maybe not even the year after that, but medium to long term, the idea is to start seeding this endowment fund. The endowment fund was created last year. It is outside the spending limits. So you can take surplus money, $300 million this year, $300 million next year, as much as you can put in after that, and you start to run that down to subsidize all the various programs for pre-K that we have. And the idea is to turn that into universal and thereby leverage more federal dollars. So that's the idea. You got to keep running surpluses if you want to seed it, though. That's the issue.
Yeah. And I'll just ask for all the people who commented on my Facebook when we talked about this, they're saying, why not tax cuts instead?
Well, because there are all these needs. This is the debate. The Republicans want more tax cuts, and the governor did give a couple of tax cuts. You know, a little bit of property tax here, but one that he did that's going to get a little bit of attention is he waived the fees, the annual fees between, say, $100 and $200 for nurses, teachers, phlebotomists, HVAC workers, sheet metal workers, plumbers, and others. 178,000 people in all that pay these fees. It's not going to make or break somebody's profession, but it's a little thing, and it's an annoyance, and that counts as a tax cut.
All right, Dan Haar, thanks for the context. And Dan Haar, of course, writes about politics for Hearst Connecticut Media. You can take a deeper dive and read his columns on ctinsider.com, in the New Haven Register, Connecticut Post, Middletown Press, and other local Hearst newspapers.
It was a messy